thank you. Well, you know, the new year, a lot of people make a New Year's resolution to try and find a new job and get out of their dead-end job. Well, then you're going to want to listen to our next guest if that is you. She is here to reveal the top mistakes that employers see on resumes so that you can keep them off of yours. Welcome, Mary Abbajay, President and CEO of CareerStone Group. Now, she has got these 7 top mistakes.
7.
And there are 7 of them. And these are some doozies. Let's just get started. First things first, spelling and grammar, that would seem like a no-brainer.
No-brainer. 58% of resumes have spelling and grammar mistakes.
Over half.
58%, over half. And this is really, you have a typo, you are done. This goes in the trash. So here's what you need to do. You need to really proofread it. You need to print that puppy out. Don't just do it on the screen. Print it out. Read it again. Read it from bottom to top, top to bottom.
Smart.
Have someone else read it. And then my final tip is read it out loud. Make sure it is error-proof. If there's one error, this is your first sort of like piece of work you're doing for your employee.
Yeah.
It's got to be perfect.
Okay.
No more mistakes.
I mean, but with spell check these days, people
spell check is really bad. It's like the autocorrect.
It is.
So that's why you cannot rely on spell check.
Okay. All right. Another thing, and this is really 2 of the main issues. It can either be too vague and generic or overly specific.
That's exactly right. So you want to make sure that you are tailoring the resume to the job. Okay. So if it's too vague, like I'm just a great person, blah, 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 remember, take a few minutes, make it specific to the job, highlight those skills and the experience for the job you are looking for. And on the other side, you're not writing a manifesto. Like, be clear, like, get it simple, get it like, here's what you really need to happen, and here's what's really key about me.
I saw one time somebody had like a 6-page resume.
Oh, God.
No one cares that much.
No one cares, except for you. Rule of thumb, 1 page for every 10 years.
Okay, all right, every 10 years. Okay, and speaking of which, for every 10 years, old information, keeping outdated stuff on there.
Keep outdated stuff off there. Like, if you have 20 years of experience, you don't need to list the jobs you had in high school. Right?
Okay,
you want to do the key jobs. You might list them, but really go into detail about the key jobs in the last, like, 10, 15 years.
And would maybe the last, like, 3 jobs be a good rule of thumb?
The last 3 jobs are really important, you're right, and really go into detail. Make sure you are talking using action verbs, like, here is what I did. Quantify it. I managed a budget of $6.5 million. I had 8 people reporting to me. Make sure you give specifics.
Okay, and then poor formatting. What do you mean by this? Okay.
Oh, Lord Almighty. This is the thing that drives me the most crazy. If you are a business owner or a hiring manager, you are getting hundreds of resumes.
Right.
That resume has to look like it is easy to read. If it is cluttered, if it is messy, I won't even look at it. It goes right in the trash. Get a clean format, align margins, make follow format all the way through. Do not get fancy fonts. Use something simple, right? But it's got to be visually appealing, because if you're tired, you look at something cluttery, are you going to read it?
No.
No.
In the trash it goes.
In the trash. So you really got to make sure that it's really visually appealing and clean.
Well, and a lot of, like Word documents, they have got examples or templates to use. Is that a good idea?
I think that's a good idea, but get a template that's visual. And you can Google this stuff and say good examples of resumes.
I have done just that.
I mean, and that's what you do, and just make sure that it looks clean.
Okay, I have done exactly that. Now, the last thing that I want to bring up is overstating your credentials or some of your experience, or just flat out lying, and that happens a lot.
It does. So you want to present your best self, like you want to be like, here's who I am, like my best self, but you can't present a false self, right? You have to like actually be who you are. And if you overblow it, people will know. And once they check, because remember, this is just getting you into the interview. If you overblow your stuff and then the interview or the background check or the reference check, you come out to be a big fat liar, pants on fire, you're not getting the job.
No. And for anybody that those employers know, you're also not going to get a job with them as well.
Exactly right. Because we talk to each other.
See? All right. And Mary, your website for folks that are looking to find a new job this year.
It's www.careerstonegroup.com. And I'll say one more thing. Everyone should update their resume annually, whether you're looking or not.
Oh, okay. All right. Mary, thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate it.